Jon Jones has officially retired. Tom Aspinall is the champion. This has been a long story. It seems to have a lot of back and forth. Can you tell us the timeline of Jon accepted the fight, went to Thailand, came back, didn't want the fight? What happened?
Yeah, I wouldn't say that Thailand was the end of it. You know, we were talking about it before that. But yeah, the fight was done. We had the fight done a long time ago. So why he decided not to fight, you guys will have to ask him that.
Is it accurate? There's a lot of reports about figures he was offered. Is it fair to say he was offered a lot of money to take this fight?
Yeah. Listen, he was offered what he deserves for that fight. Yeah.
I'll just come out and ask you. Do you think he's ducking Tom Aspinall?
No. Jon Jones, I said it a million times, I'll say it again. He's never ducked anybody other than that one goofy time with the Chael Sonnen thing. He's never ducked anybody. And, I think the reality is whatever changed his mind with this fight, I don't know, you'd have to ask him that. But, he's 38 years old, and I don't know.
Do you think if it was someone like Alex Pereira, he would fight them? And it's maybe Tom that he specifically doesn't fancy the matchup, doesn't fancy the age difference?
I don't know. I don't know the answer to these questions. Only he does. We had the fight done. Listen, our job is to make the biggest fights we can make and the fights that the fans want to see. And that's what we try to do. But the minute somebody starts talking about retirement, my philosophy on that, you should do it.
Did you know about the stuff that came out of Albuquerque last night?
I saw it today. When I saw it today, I said, oh, everybody's going to think this is why he retired. Maybe that is why he retired. Who the hell knows, man? But, I don't know. These are all questions you got to ask him. We had the fight done. You saw me talking about it very confidently that this fight was going to happen. And then he changed his mind.
Two more quick ones from me. So for Tom Aspinall tonight, he's the heavyweight champion of the world. Does that defense he did against Curtis Blades count to his official defenses? Because then he would only have two more to equal Stipe, or does he have to start fresh now?
You guys are throwing shit at me that I haven't even thought about. I have no idea, but I don't know.
It seems like the most obvious choice would be Cyril Gane for Tom, but is there a chance here maybe that to start the new without Jon Jones era, we should maybe do a big super fight and maybe you could convince Alex Pereira to move up and do an Aspinall fight, something like that? Or what are you thinking about the Tom fight?
Well, once I get through today, tomorrow starts International Fight Week. I'll be back in Vegas tonight, and Tom will be there all next week. So we'll sit down with him, see what he's thinking, what he wants to do. He's been great through this whole thing, and literally said, "I'll fight whoever you guys tell me to fight. I'm ready to go." So, looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to the Tom Aspinall era.
You said you had the date or the fight or was agreed to. Did you have a date and a location for that? Because I think a lot of people assumed it would be at MSG again.
That it would be what?
At Madison Square Garden, like heavyweight.
Yeah. That's what we were shooting for. We were shooting for New York. Yeah.
So would it make sense to keep Tom on that date, or are you going to try to wait long enough? Let's get you in there.
Well, I mean, we got to figure out the rest of the year. Aspinall is going to land somewhere. Yeah.
Dana, just very quickly, with regards to the Jon Jones situation, could you run us through what exactly happened? So you said it was the night before last. So he calls you, or you called him, or what was the situation?
Yeah, so he called us and just started saying, you know what, I think I'm done. I want to retire, and been a great run. I appreciate everything, and that was it. It was just, he was absolutely positively sure that he wanted to retire, and we said, why don't you sleep on it, and when you wake up in the morning, if that's how you still feel. And
because it's scary. I like an active Jon Jones. I don't like Jon Jones with too much time on his hands.
I like an active everybody. I like people being so active. I like to turn them around as fast as we can right after, like Hamzat fast, during COVID. I like guys that fight a lot. So I agree with you.
Was the call emotional? Was it an emotional call? Was he upset? Or was it just kind of matter of fact, look, here's...
I think it was, again, you never know what Jon Jones is dealing with, and then you wake up the next day, and so who knows? I mean, I don't know everything that went into this decision. It's something you guys are going to have to ask him if you ever see him again. But I don't know. I don't know the answers to these questions. All I know is that he made it very clear that he wanted to retire, and I don't disagree with him.
And